you all wake to the rushing of the river alongside the camp, and the first of you to awaken is Aurora, who steps out and steps towards the river, quickly followed by the rest of you. Um, what all are you guys doing this morning?
I am saying good morning to the bitch queen and giving her my one piece of gold that I feel I owe her after the night's events.
Okay, go ahead and mark that off your character sheet.
Yes, sir.
As the gold settles into the river, you feel a warmth settle in your chest as you receive her blessing and her acceptance of your tribute.
Fantastic.
What about the rest of you?
Uh,
Give a Toby a bone for a night well fought.
I suppose I will meander to the center campfire and just kind of look through the camp and see how it fared through last night's battle.
Okay. And for Nyx, I need you to roll an animal handling check for me.
A 9. So it's 10.
Okay. So he accepts it graciously, but uh, nothing miraculous happens. He just sits there and gnaws on his bone. What about the rest of you?
I am going to preen my feathers and take stock of my supplies.
Okay, so you go to town preening your feathers, making sure that there isn't a lot of lasting damage from the scimitar slash that you took the previous night from a bandit. Um, what about you, Garbin and Ukte? You guys up to anything this morning?
Well, I'm
Uh,
gonna make my way over to Stanimir and give my
that's what I was
condolences.
gonna say.
I'm also going to ask him if he would like me to perform a funeral rite for his daughter, which I do actually have the capability to do.
Well, I appreciate the sentiment, young man, but we went ahead and took care of burying our fallen last night, and Madame Eva conducted rites in in regards to our religion for all of our fallen.
Good. Just checking.
For those of you who have moved into the center of the camp, you can hear the familiar ring of the blacksmith who survived the night. You can also smell the scent of cooking meat from nearby as the Vistani have started to wake up and prepare food for the day. As the morning gets along, you all have received a long rest, so you are at back to full health. All of your spell slots have been restored. Um, and for one of you, Nyx, your items have completed with the general store merchant from the previous night. Young man, thank you so much for your patience while I worked on this. I have finished your cloak and I have finished upkeeping the armor that you provided to me. And I have already added that to your inventory. You have received a hunter's coat, which is leather armor. This coat is a magical item that gives you a +1 bonus to your AC. This coat has 3 charges. When you hit a creature with an attack, and that creature doesn't have all of its hit points, you can expend 1 charge to deal an extra 1d10 necrotic damage to that target. And then each day at dawn, the coat will regain 1d3 charges that have been expended.
Ooh.
Damn.
Indeed.
So sometimes it does good to order some custom items.
Yeah.
So it is a pure midnight black leather, and the cloak that is with it is cotton with like a silkish lining. And yes, there are pockets that you requested,
Well,
and
thank you, my dear.
and a deep hood.
I appreciate your services, and I will come again if we come through this part of town again.
Well, we hope to see you again soon. We appreciate everything you did for us last night.
Anytime. And then I go circle up with the friends.
Okay. So all of you gather around the fire. Sanamir remains in his wagon, weeping over the loss that he has suffered from the previous night. And I need to grab the best boy and move him over here with you. As you are all eating your food and reminiscing over the battle from last night, Madame Eva approaches your group to thank you for everything that you have done. With these thanks, I need each of you to roll a d20 for me.
2.
I got an 8.
Out of 17.
Okay.
He's doing good.
So
Yeah.
hopefully we get all these crappy rolls out now.
I've got inspiration. Can I re-roll for that?
Yeah, you just have to burn your inspiration.
I guess I'll burn my inspiration.
Does that come back after we rest?
No, his inspiration was given to him as a reward for his participation in the forum.
Rolls a 1. Also, we gotta stop rolling underhanded. We gotta start throwing them on the table before us.
Bounce them off the table into the ceiling fan.
Let God decide.
There we go, 15.
Okay. So no 20s?
No.
Not even if you add them up.
Okay, anyone roll between a 17 and a 19?
Me.
Okay, so for that, I need you to roll 3d6 and then 1d6. Okay. And then 3d6. Okay, so you receive a sack from her which contains a multitude of pieces of jewelry. You receive 7 pieces of cheap jewelry which are valued at around 25 gold pieces each. And then you receive 6 pieces because of a very lucky roll of fine jewelry, which are valued at 250 gold pieces each.
Oh, shit.
Damn. Okay.
You should let your boy hold one of them necklaces.
I'm just like a crow with all my shiny pieces.
So go
I'm literally
ahead.
a crow.
So go ahead and add 6 pieces of fine jewelry and 7 pieces of cheap jewelry to your inventory.
Okay.
Or for the sake of it, you can also add their gold value to your inventory, whichever one works out best for you.
Wait, it won't let me add stuff.
I can probably add it.
Haley, you've heard of Brandon Lee before, right?
Would you?
Yeah.
Do you prefer the items or do you want the gold value?
I want the items.
Okay.
Interesting. Oh, you're gonna haggle somebody, aren't you?
Mm-hmm.
Distort value, boys.
Ooh,
For the win.
Okay. Did anyone roll between a 14 and a 16?
Dalton got a 15, I think.
Yeah, I say he's just.
Me.
See, I did if you walk it back a few years.
So for Dalton's, I need you to roll. If I can move Haley's character sheet out of my way. 4d6.
/R 4d6. Okay.
What was your roll? I can't see the.
16.
So you get 16. She gives you a pouch with gemstones in it. You count 16 varied gemstones in there, and they are each valued at around 100 gold pieces each.
Any diamonds in there?
I'll say roll me a perception check.
13. Give me 2 seconds.
So on a side note, how'd you turn off the character portraits again?
Go to your settings.
chat.
Go to your voice and video settings, and then go to the second tab and change it to names only.
I got a 16 total, by the way.
You notice 2 small diamonds in there worth 100 GP each.
Diamonds unnecessary for special spells.
Only if they're valued at a certain amount.
I can probably. Can we use distort value with that word?
Distort value works on people, not
the rules of magic. Okay.
You can't do that on gods. They do not care. Give me 1 second to finish putting Haley's jewelry in her inventory. So go ahead and add those to your inventory, Dalton.
I cannot just take the value.
Oh, you can if you want.
I'll take the value. You said it's 16 pieces for
For 100 gold each. So you can either do
1600 gold.
Yeah, 1600 gold, or it's weight in platinum.
I mean, it's weight in platinum. Probably be better.
Okay, I say it's a conversion of 20 gold to 1 platinum. So 1600 to 20. You have to do the math. I'm not doing the math for you right now.
Okay, so I'll do gold because
it's 800. No, it's 80.
It's 80.
80.
80 platinum.
Yeah, I added an extra 0 the first time and then corrected myself. It's 80.
Big ballin'.
Sorry.
And then anyone roll between 11 and 13?
Baby, we can't hear you.
See.
Okay, so if you roll between 11 and 13, go ahead and add a stack of 100 silver to your character sheet. If you rolled below a 10, you got nothing for you.
See, so I add that to my inventory, or?
Yep. So right above where your items are, you should see your money.
Also, you're talking like actual silver pieces, heard?
Yes, she gave you silver pieces.
You said 100.
Yep.
Gotcha.
However, she does have a couple of items for each of you. So for Ugte, she provides you an intricate leather belt with a golden buckle on it. This is a belt of dwarven kind, which I will pull up maybe and tell you all what it does. We are resolving a lot of things right now, and then we'll have to start getting into
If we can start working on my mental health while we're at it, that'd be sick.
Shit, wait, do we got the time?
While wearing this belt, you gain the following benefit. Your constitution score increases by 2 to a maximum of 20. You have advantage on persuasion checks made to interact with dwarves.
Okay.
One of the benefits you don't have to worry about because you can't grow a beard because you're a kinku, but
Yeah.
for regular humanoids, each day at dawn there's a 50% chance that you will grow a full beard.
Oh, that's fucking sad that I don't get that.
What in the Red Dead Redemption 2?
If you aren't a dwarf, you gain the following additional benefits while wearing this belt. You have advantage on saving throws against poison, and you have resistance against poison damage.
Two of
Ooh.
us.
You have dark vision of a range of 60 feet,
Finally.
and you can speak, read, and write Dwarvish.
Ooh. That's fucking killer. That did a lot more than I expected it to all at once.
Yeah, all because you're not a dwarf.
Yeah.
For
Damn, my con's at 8 then? You said +2 or +3 to the con?
+2.
Yeah, 18 con. I'm a healthy boy.
For Eneith, she provides you an intricate gold bracelet with emerald leaves on it, which I will show to you all. This is the bracelet of emergent mending. Blessed by nature and deities both, this bracelet is meant for those who the safekeeping of their allies is paramount. When using a spell that would require you to roll more than 1 dice to heal a creature at 0 hit points, you heal the maximum amount possible for that spell instead of rolling.
Ooh.
God damn.
So
what you're saying
basically,
is, it might be. It's the defib unit from Left 4 Dead. It's
Yeah.
sometimes better to just kill a bitch and then revive them.
yeah, so basically if one of your colleagues falls and you go to heal them, you do not have to roll for it. They will just receive the healing for it.
That's pretty bitchin'.
And it's the maximum amount. So if you're doing a spell that the maximum to heal is 36 points, they get that 36. You don't have to roll for it.
Damn, you gave Haley quick revive.
Nope.
And
Tombstone.
then for Aurora,
Ooh.
she has a book. This is a book made of gold with jewels inlaid. This is written in an archaic language that emanates magic. If a character can read Celestial, they may translate this book. It takes 8 hours uninterrupted to translate the contents of the book.
Can she read Celestial?
I'm
I don't
pretty
know.
sure. I'm
Aurora,
pretty sure.
Can you read Celestial?
Hold on, let me go see. Where do I find that?
It would be in your language proficiencies.
I was gonna
Side
say.
of your. Oh, so you're on your phone. I
It'd
don't
be
know where to find it.
features and trades.
Features and traits. Okay, hold on.
I believe so anyway.
No.
No.
Hold on, I'll just
You
pull
could
it up on
probably
the
learn it as
website.
a skill.
I say you can actually. I checked your character earlier.
So
Okay,
I
I was
thought
gonna
so.
say, because if she can't, I can translate it for her. I can now understand any language if I cast a spell.
Oh,
for her.
it's in resources and tools.
Oh, okay. But yeah, I was pretty sure I picked yeah. I
Oh,
picked
shit.
Abyssal, Celestial, and Common. Well, we get Common, but
Sick.
yeah.
Sounds like you got some reading to do.
Fuck yeah. Can I do that? So it says 8 uninterrupted hours. Does sleeping count? Can I read in my sleep?
You cannot read in your sleep.
Dang.
But if you
Okay.
have downtime, like if you're at a inn or anything, you can read during your downtime.
Ooh, I could sit by the water and read.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, okay.
Or
2
if,
birds, 1 stone.
I mean, you got 2 birds, you just need 1 stone.
Give me a
And
great club, it'll be
then
1 stone.
give me 1 second. I have to send one of you a side message real quick.
Baby, we still can't hear you.
That's intentionally up to this point. I was putting my watch on the charger and stuff. Hello.
Sometimes my map flashes pink, and I don't know why, like a little pink circle. Oh yeah, that.
I say it's basically pinging, so like if they wanted you to look at something specific on the map, someone could ping it for you so you could look there.
Oh.
Okay, so I've sent off my message. And in addition to these items, I would like to also offer another small token of appreciation for your help with everything. And I would like to do a small reading for you. She pulls out what look like a standard deck of cards. They are brown with like gold leaf design on the back of them. And she asks you each to draw a card. Which one of you would like to go first?
Hell, I'll draw a card. Oh, go ahead.
So you're going first, okay?
Yeah.
Okay, so I will show you your card. So you drew the strength card in reverse. And this is her explanation. You rely on yourself as the powerhouse of the group. That's readily apparent. However, the road ahead seems like it may plague you with your own self-doubt and uncertainty when push comes to shove. Don't forget that you are one of many, and the weight of the world isn't just yours to carry. And that is your card. And Cedric, you wanted to go next?
Yes, sir.
And the card that you drew is the Fool in reverse.
Ha!
And her explanation: I see a lack of direction for you, which is to be expected of a free spirit. This seems like it may be stemming from poor judgment in your coming decisions. Think long and hard about what you intend, as even the best of intentions lead to ruinous results.
Ooh. Okay.
Who's next?
I want to go next.
Okay. You drew the High Priestess. You are on a journey of self discovery as much as you are on a journey to save this land. While the journey will challenge you, I feel like it will bring to light talents and truths that may not even be known to yourself.
Ooh.
I'll go ahead, take your card.
Okay. So Garbin drew the Judgment card. You've recently undergone massive changes and are still coming to find who you truly are. There are many decisions to be made on this journey that could impact the world just as easily as they do you. Look inside to determine which consequences you are ready to live with and which wars you are ready to fight to the end.
Was never a fan of the mumbo jumbo, I gotta admit, but alright.
Nyx, Eneith, which one of you would like to go next?
She can go first.
Yeah, I'll go. I'll go ahead and take one.
Okay. So you drew the Hierophant. As a druid, you tend to rely on your knowledge of the arcane and your link to nature to determine your actions above all else. However, in this shadow blighted and godless land, nothing is as it seems, and nothing reacts as you'd expect. You may find yourselves calling to a higher power to support you in your tribulations throughout Barovia. Be sure you trust in the right one or be led to ruin.
Hmm. Big information. Okay. Okay.
And then the last one for Nyx. You drew the devil upright. As
Okay.
a being of the Feywild, you're usually one to tempt others. In this land, I see that you will face your own temptations and have the tables turned. Do not be afraid to question intentions or lean on your companions for help when uncertainty bogs you down.
Okay. Nice and cryptic.
So each of those is going to be available for you, and you guys get to take those cards with you going forward.
Okay.
Are these going to be story items per se? Ooh.
I'm so excited.
I wish you all the best on your journey. We are more than happy to provide you horses so that you can travel to the nearby town. You can locate it by heading south along the road and turning east at the fort.
Well, I would firstly like to thank you, Miss Lady Eva. That was wonderful. Such insight, such very precise information. Um, Quick question. You wouldn't happen to have any glass vials with some stoppers, would you? Or any I can purchase by chance? Anything like that at all before we head out?
Um, I'd recommend you stop and check with our general store owner. I'm not sure if I have any that aren't currently being used in my tent.
Fair enough. All right. So I'm gonna make my way over there as quick as I can because I know we're in a hurry.
Okay, and while you do that, um, Nyx, you notice Toby running off towards the west, back towards the tent that you guys stayed in. Are you following him?
I will indeed see what my good boy left behind.
Okay. So while he is following after Toby, what are the rest of you doing? Anything else you guys want to look at while you are here?
want to try to repair the tent if it has not already been repaired.
I would like to assist.
I want to go find out what's going on with the meat, honestly. Your boy famished after a battle like that.
Hungry.
Okay, so
Get some for the road.
Aurora and Ugte go to work on mending the blacksmith's tent. Cedric is off to find food. Garbin is off to get vials. Nyx is off to follow his good boy. And Eneith, what are you working on right now?
I am looking at the fine jewelry that I collected.
Okay.
And I'm gonna go ahead and put that on. I'm gonna put on 3 pieces. And I'm going to hold out the other 3 pieces in my hand, admiring it because shiny.
So you gonna let your boy hold on to one of those, or?
I mean, you're not wrong.
Gotcha, you're a blue jay, not quite a.
What would you trade for one of these fine chains?
Hey, Chaz, are you able to send me a description of my cloak?
Yes, you should also be able to, if you go to the compendium, it's the 3 books icon. If you search for it, you'll see it there. Otherwise, I've also already added it to your character sheet.
Oh, I dropped my moose.
I'm saying if you need me to, I can grab you a snap.
Please and thank you.
Yeah, I'll send it to you on Discord. Okay, so Garbin, you were able to find some glass vials at the general store. She can give you a pack of 20 of them for 10 gold.
Hell yeah, my guy, let's go.
I say, and included with them, even though you didn't ask for it, she's also providing you the stoppers.
Yeah, I was asking about stoppers in general before, but yeah. Okay. Ba-ba-da-boopy. Boopity-beepy. Where's my shit? You said minus 10 gold?
Yep. And Nyx, I went ahead and sent you a Discord message. And then for Cedric, you were able to find where they're making the food. Looks like they currently have some rabbit that is out, as well as some freshly baked crusty bread. And then they
Ooh.
have a deer that's currently spinning on a spit.
Got you. Call me Bugs. I'm trying to get some of that bunny.
Okay.
Oh, my butthead is.
Eneith is putting on all of her new shiny baubles. Aurora and Ugte are finishing up mending, and as you all are doing that, she, Madame Eva, has 4 horses brought over to you. Because you have a couple of smaller individuals, she's only giving you 4 horses for the people who need their own, those smaller individuals will have to ride doubled up with a few of you.
Seems fair to
Well,
me.
I can fly.
True, but that's also, I mean, depending on how far we're going, flying that whole way, that's going to be exhausting.
Yeah.
Well, my species actually tends to stay more in the sky.
True.
I pulled up the race and stuff on the D&D 5th edition thingy.
Nice.
Hard.
I'm going to real quickly take the vials that I grabbed, go to the river, fill them all up with water, and then I'm going to go ahead and waste a spell slot on doing some ceremony on those bitches.
Holy water.
Holy water indeed.
How many can you do at one time? Does it say in the ceremony?
I believe it says one at a time.
Okay, which means you'd need to burn a spell slot for each one that you're doing. Does it say how long it takes you?
Let me actually go there just in case. It takes 1 hour to actually perform it, but the cast time is instantaneous. The special religious ceremony. Target must be within 10 feet. You touch one vial of water and cause it to become holy water.
Okay, but it doesn't say how long.
I think it's just, or no, the cast time is 1 hour, but I touch vial of water and it becomes holy water.
Okay, so he is taking an hour to create a vial of holy water. Go ahead and I can add that to your inventory.
I also don't have the 20 vials in my inventory at all, so.
Yeah, I have to get those added to you too.
But I went ahead and filled them all with water, so.
Okay,
20
so
water vials.
go ahead and add 19 vials of water to your inventory.
I don't know if I can. It's not letting me do much.
Then
If I go to my inventory.
Yep. Go down to the bottom and hit the plus sign.
It's underneath javelins for some reason. I'll add 19. No, that's stupid. "19 water vials."
Okay, so since Eneith has decided to fly, Garbin and Nyx, you guys will share a horse, and everyone else will take their own. What is the marching order that you all will be doing? Like, who's riding in front? Like, are you riding 2 by 2? Are you guys riding in a single line?
It
And I
might be.
actually fly to have better mobility.
Okay, so you're gonna fly too?
Oh, actually, how long is the trip?
It's about 30 minutes to 45 minutes, as long as you don't
Yeah.
get distracted or stopped.
Yeah, I'm a fly. For a fae folk, that shouldn't be too hard on me.
Okay. So both of your flyers are going to fly. Each of you who are not flying will have your own horses. And I still have to get that holy water added to Garbin's character
Say
sheet.
4 of us on horses, 2 by 2 should be fine.
I would think so, yeah.
Okay. Who is riding up front and who's riding in back?
I feel like,
I'll ride back this time.
I was gonna say, I feel like Garbin and I should specific different sides, just because,
We're the big boys.
yeah.
I'll stay in front since I have a decent amount of dark vision. I know it's daytime right now, but just in case.
I say Ukte has dark vision now too.
Yeah, my belt gave me 60 feet.
You guys with dark vision.
You want to watch
Yeah.
front or rear?
Either's fine with me. I mean, you're considerably shorter than I, so the over 2. So I mean,
True. I guess I'll be in front that way. Anybody can look over my ass, and they're not having to.
it's like taking a family photo. You got to put the tall people in the back and the short.
People in
Fair.
front, yeah. And I am one short son of a bitch.
So,
Damn.
in addition to the items that she gave you, she also provides you all a map of the area to help you with your journey, which is where I'm about to move all of you once I get all of my maps rearranged.
Once all the map building settled, can I get a shot from somebody?
You want a screenshot of the map?
Yeah, once the new
Oh,
one that
that's
he's
a
moving us to.
big map.
Yeah, say it is a map of the entire
I got you, brother.
Barovia. And you all have been at the Sneer camp, which is located in the southeast corner.
I see it down there.
So under settings, you can turn off.
So going forward, this will be the default place where you guys go when you're not actively in a town, so that you can see what's around you.
Gotcha.
But you all are heading towards the village of Barovia, which is to the east. Give you an idea of where you're going. You're going to where the E is.
The compass?
Well, there is now an E that popped up on the map for those of you who are able to see the map.
The map. And I do. Oh, wait. Hold up. Okay, I do.
Southeast corner of the map.
I see it. Yep. I gotcha.
So, like I said, it's about a 30 to 45 minute day's travel before you leave. This is one of the first times that you all have really been in this land with what passes for sunlight. I need a perception check from all of you.
D20.
See how well. Yep, D20 perception check.
Ooh, I got a 20.
I got a 5.
Oh, I've got the interactive dice. I forgot. Just land on a 2. The 18 was right there.
I got a 17.
Okay, so for those of you who rolled higher than a 15, to the northeast, across the river and across the lake, high upon a cliff, you guys can see what appears to be a giant castle that rises out from the woods. To those of you who are able to see it, it gives you a foreboding feeling just looking at it with the storm clouds that are currently passing over the sky.
Don't love that.
What do you want that screenshot, by the way?
Huh?
Map.
If you want to just, I reckon.
So, as you all make your way down the road, you eventually come to a fork in the path. To the southwest, it leads into what looks like marshland and away from the woods, but to the east, you continue through the woods towards the village of Barovia. As you follow alongside the river, you notice that the further you go, the less lively the trees look. The trees that you can see have less leaves on them. They have vines growing up them that make them look almost sickly. On the trees, you can see multiple ravens and crows sitting on the branches watching the road.
Can I
Along
talk?
both. You want to try and talk to them?
Uh-huh.
I mean, shit, I'm a bird person. I give it a whirl too.
Go ahead and roll me animal handling checks.
Aw. So sad.
They rolled higher than me.
They do not talk to you.
Wait.
Don't even
hold on.
call your ass.
That's
I
fucking
get-
sad.
Can I add 3 to that?
I say
That
that
help?
it does not help.
Can I try?
If you would like to,
Is that a d20?
it is.
Okay. I got a 13.
Okay. So from what you can tell with the 13, the ones that are watching you, or the ones that are looking out towards the road, seem to be regarding you coldly.
Mm.
Can
I got a
I do
by
a
the way.
nature check on those vines?
Go ahead and do me a nature check.
I don't know if you heard me, but I got a 6.
Yeah, I heard. I'm sending you a
okay.
message.
Fucking 4, dude. Let me do a double check on my guy. His nature is 0, so yeah, I just got a 4.
Yeah, you can't tell anything other than they are crawling vines.
Let me do one more check real fast. Hold on. I might. Let me check my spell list. Nope, I don't have it. Never mind.
Okay, anyone else gonna try and talk to the bird?
Fuck it, why not? What I gotta roll? 20?
Roll an animal handling check. Also, Haley, I need you to look at your Discord.
Oh, okay.
I sent you some additional information.
Let's go! Yeet! Ass! I get shitted on by the motherfuckers. Don't look at me for any fucking rolling tonight. I ain't gonna leave nobody no distort value, because God forbid. They gonna hijack the price.
Multiples.
Do we have multiple? Oh, yeah. I'm not special no more. That's fuck ass. Does it stack, though? That'd be sick.
So as you continue rolling, you are going to come across the village of Barovia. And I will be changing your map again in just 1 second. So Scott's gonna need another screenshot. Okay, so let's get that map changed. So you come across the city of Barovia. It is one of 3 cities in this entire land. And let me guess, you guys have a blank screen.
Yeah, it's a little dark.
Si, senor. It's almost as dark as under the bed.
also make sure that it's not just zoomed out because it's a tiny map.
I'll zoom in. It gets blacker.
Because I know one of you had it.
Like if I zoom in enough, I can almost see a Hennessy bottle in there.
There it goes.
Oh, there, yep.
Ah, there we go. I knew we'd find something inside of her.
The city
Been
of
like an Oblivion
Barovia.
map.
You all are entering on the western side of it. As you enter the city, you see more dead trees, but a lot of these ones look like they have been burned. On the outskirts of town are the remnants of
There you go,
houses
Skirtus.
that have been burned down. So you guys are currently seeing the city in the distance and going past the ruins of a bunch of houses. Off to your right, among those ruins, though, you do see what looks like a four-story kind of rundown house, um, but it doesn't appear to. It's pretty nondescript, but it's one lonely house among a bunch of ruins. As you come into the city, Barovia is kind of dreary, which is something you guys have come to expect from your travels with all of the rain and the fog. And it's definitely a different uh, scene from what you're used to traveling with traveling folk, where they have been jovial. The few people you can see going along the muddy road kind of keep their eyes to the ground and try and stay out of the way. As you travel along the main thoroughfare, you come to the square. In the center is a shabby fountain that doesn't seem to be working right now and has what appears to be murky water in it. Off to the left, you can see a what appears to be an inn with a sign hanging on the front with red vines depicted on it. This is the tavern for this area, which is referred to as the Blood of the Vine Tavern. You can also see people going here and there, and off to the south of the square, you can see what appears to be a general store, and just past it, what appears to be a bookstore.
Hello, sir. I thought I got DC.
So, anyways,
So you guys just got to the square where directly ahead of you you see a large tavern with a red vine sign on the front of it. To the south of the square you see what appears to be a general store, and then just past it, based on the sign on the front of it, it appears to be a bookstore.
Not so general.
I would like to check out the bookstore because when do we see a bookstore?
I'm gonna head to the general store myself.
I guess I'll follow suit with the cooter.
Okay,
Guess we're
so
following that crowd.
Well,
okay, so Eneith, are you the only one going to the bookstore, or is anyone joining you?
Baby, your mic didn't pick up.
It's because I was muted. I want to go too.
You want to go to the bookstore?
Yes.
Okay, so who all's going to the general store?
Cedric.
I am. So 3 of us.
Okay, and Garvin, what about you? What are you doing?
I'm going to the bookstore.
You're going to the bookstore. Okay.
Fucking
So
nerds.
we are going to start with those who are going to the general.
Get fucked up.
As you enter the general store, the sparse light in this building kind of spills through drawn heavy curtains. The sign over the door that's creaking on its hinges reads Bildrath Mercantile. From what you can see, the establishment is about 70 feet long by about 40 feet wide. The owner is a male human who is relatively thin and pale, who is currently sitting behind the counter, while a rather broad, muscular human male is working on stocking shelves. What would you all like to do while you're here? Are you wanting to approach the store owner, or are you just wanting to browse the shelves?
I want to know which person's closer to us currently. So, like, what is our position in the store?
The So it is a rectangular building. As you enter the store, the owner and the counter are directly in front of you. The other gentleman is off to your left, so the counter is closer to you.
Gotcha. Alright, I want to approach the merchant and start up a conversation with him.
Well, look at this. We have travelers. I haven't seen any of you around here before. How may I be of assistance?
This is a nice shop you got here, and I see you got an awfully big fellow over there, kind of giving me a weird side eye for some reason. But I was just curious what all your services were here.
Well, I have many of an item for sale. I trade with the Vistani as they travel through here and try and keep up with the demands of our townsfolk and those who travel through. As for the man over on the other side, that is my nephew. His name is Parawimple. My name is Bildrath Cantonier.
Well, I feel sorry for whoever birthed that big fellow over there. But what do you have as far as like any armor pieces, maybe?
Well, let me take a look at my inventory and see what I might have around here. We've recently come in with a few other items with some of the Vistani that traveled through here.
Got you.
Well, taking a look, I don't really see anything that you would really classify as armor. We have some like traveler's clothes, but nothing really that you would classify as armor currently in stock. The Vistani appears like they may have purchased my last set of leather armor that I had a few days back.
That's only a little disappointing. Do you have any instruments for sale by chance?
Any specific types of instruments that you're looking for?
Do you have any like handcrafted wind instruments by chance?
Let me take a look. If I don't, there is a music store further into town that may have some instruments.
Ooh.
And as far as the armor, there is a blacksmith further into town who may have something for you.
Got you. I appreciate the good information, good sir.
The closest thing that I currently have as far as instruments go, though, unfortunately, is a whistle, which is more used for those who are out hunting, trying to signal with each other.
How much would you happen to be willing to part with it for?
Well, the one that I currently have, it would be about 50 copper pieces.
You know what? Just because you sold it so well to me, I buy it.
Okay, so you can add a signal whistle to your inventory.
Got you. Then I'll pass on the conversation to whoever might have questions.
And go ahead and mark off the 50 copper pieces.
I'm looking around for any magical items, and if I don't see any, I'm gonna go ask the teller and see if he has any knowledge of any.
So you can see books laying around, but you don't really see any that would come off as magical. Um, you also see some parchment, but they all appear to be relatively blank parchment. Um, you can also see some like crystals, orbs, rods, wands, and the like, but they appear to be more like arcane focus driven rather than like magically enchanted. Is
I gotcha.
As you're looking around, the large gentleman approaches you to try and offer some assistance. Hey, you looking for something?
Uh, any life-saving magical items perchance, or anything that could help out in the heat of battle?
Nah, that sounds like some fancy shite. We don't keep that around here.
Okay, my good sir. Fare thee well.
As you walk away, you can feel him watching you and staring at you coldly. Is there anything that you're looking for, Uke?
Uh, Actually, based on conversation that I've witnessed, most of my questions have actually been answered.
Okay. So as you all continue to look around, we're going to move over to our crew at the bookstore. Um, as you enter, compared to the other buildings around it, it seems to be more finely kept. Um, you smell a strong scent of incense as you walk through the door and can see multiple candles lit throughout the building. This isn't just a bookstore, this also has magical supplies and the like that you're going to need on your travels. Um, Behind the counter, you can see what looks like um, a yellow and black spotted tabaxi gentleman with a red and black hooded cloak on. Hello, welcome to Leonid's. How may I be of assistance to you?
You guys want me to lead, or are we just separating? What's up?
Mm, I'm looking for books on curses and diseases.
Hold up.
For the books that,
Magical afflictions as well, if you don't
well, you're
mind.
not with them.
Oh, this is true. This is true. Can't share the knowledge if we're not together.
Curses and diseases, ma'am. Are you looking to cause them? I have plenty of books on causing diseases.
I'm looking for cures.
Hmm. Well, I may have a couple of scrolls that detail how to cure various diseases. Anything specific that you're looking for?
Mm,
Sarah said she is currently sorting a DoorDash order, but she wants to participate.
Okay.
mm, I would like to find one specific to my race or bird related in general.
Okay. So you appear to be an Aarakocra, and based on which you're wearing your druidic. Is that right?
Mhm. Yes, sir.
Well, if you check in the far corner over by the door, you may find some druidic tomes that go over multiple diseases that afflict um, many different types of animals and many different types of plants. They may be of use to you. Not many people buy those books due to the language barrier that they may have. We don't see many known or knowledgeable people come through here to be able to speak that language.
Fair. Thank
Uh,
you.
my pleasure. Please let me know if you find anything that you would like.
I would like to.
And
I'm just gonna wander off to that section while they talk to the shopkeep.
okay. And how about you, my young goblin friend?
It's a pleasure to meet you, good sir. I am looking for any history tomes you have in stock for the local land, specifically Barovia and its past. I'm also hoping you might be able to shed some light on its more recent history as well.
Any specific type of history that you're looking for?
Just in general, really. Anything you think would be interesting to somebody who might be wanting to stay a while or avoid certain catastrophes.
He kind of quirks his eyebrow up at that last word. Is there something that I should know?
Not that I know of. I'm just a paranoid little goblin, you know. You know us goblins always quirky.
Roll a
Yeah.
deception check.
Distort value on that hoe.
What I missed?
Distort value.
Dalton was asking for any history.
Ancient
He's
tomes or
looking for
history.
history books, and Enith is off looking at curative four.
Let me
Yes,
see what I got.
I'm quite sure. If you're looking for any kind of history book, you're probably not going to find them here. Um, the Lord of the Land tends to keep those types of books close. You'll
Oh,
find the same when it comes to most religion books in this land.
understood. Thank you for that information. Sorry if I was a bother. You wouldn't happen to have any tomes on magic, specifically more so on the religious aspects. I know you said you didn't have any for, most religions, but I'm looking specifically for like the magical end of them. Say for
Um,
maybe a cleric or a paladin or
so you're looking for something along the lines of divine magic.
pretty much, yeah.
Um, he points off to the western wall where there is a nearly empty bookshelf with about three or four books on it. That's all we currently have due to divine magic books tending to discuss in supreme detail religious aspects. They they tend to be hard to come by. But you're welcome to take a look at what I have.
You're not in danger because of what little you do have, are you?
He gives you a sly grin. My young goblin, there's nothing here that endangers me.
Mm.
Mm.
Very well. I'll go see what I can find. Thank you kindly. I'm gonna just kind of do a little trot off towards the quote unquote religion section.
As you do, he leans down on one elbow and looks Aurora up and down. Now, how about you, my fine blue maiden? How may I be of assistance to you?
I'm gonna look over him checking me out because ick. But I want to know if there are any moon and or water magic books available.
Water magic. Well, moon magic tends to fall in the divine, which I don't have any of. But water magic, I may have a couple of books just next to where your druidic friend is looking right now. As far as I believe I have a few books that talk about how to shape water and some that talk about how to purify it as far as removing contagions from it. That may be of assistance to you.
Okay. Okay. Thank you. And I walk to join Eneith in the corner and peruse the selection.
As you do, I need all three of you to make perception checks.
That means business.
I was going to ask if there's a back room.
There might be.
Get lost in the back rooms, baby.
You're just not invited to it yet.
So I got a 17.
14, and you said perception?
Yep.
I got a 7.
I've got a +3 on perception, so I got 14, 15, 16, 17.
Okay, so for Eneith and Garbin, you both feel a tugging at your pouch on your waist where you keep your coin. And from where you can see, whenever you look down, it appears that the pouch where you keep your coin is opening by itself. For you, Aurora, I need you to remove 50 gold pieces from your inventory.
Damn.
What just pickpocketed me?
I'm gonna slap my hand over my pouch.
And shut the fuck out that bitch.
Oi!
Hi.
I thought you did.
Is everything all right over there?
Seems you might have a bit of a pest problem as in a pickpocket somewhere.
That sounds about right. They tend to wander around here pretty regularly.
What are they?
What are they indeed? What specifically are you talking about over there, huh?
Since you two noticed it, I need you both to roll an Arcana check. Okay. So Eneith didn't notice anything. Neither did you. You have no idea what it was.
I'd like to ask him, what specifically is he talking about?
Well, we have pickpockets and vagabonds and little street urchins running around here all over the place. Magic is rampant in these streets.
And you're fine with them just coming into your store invisible and pickpocketing your customers?
Well, they don't bother me any. If my customers are too slow to be able to take care of themselves, then that's on them.
Oof.
Very savage this man is, and I appreciate it.
Considering that's money that's supposed to go to you.
Oh no, Karen started.
What money I have or don't have, you don't have to worry about that.
I see how it is. Alright, I'll tell you what. Since you're being so sly with the way you're going about this, tell you what. Here's 50 gold pieces. Tell me what's wrong with the city right now, because there's something going on.
Give me a persuasion check.
I would like to cast guidance.
Okay. So add an additional D4 to that.
Okay.
Rolls a 0.5.
Oh, he nosy.
I really did roll a 6.
And then roll a D4.
Rolls a 1.5.
Can I roll if I throw in 50 gold pieces?
Yeah, go for it. Go
You're
ahead.
throwing in a nickel.
Would anybody
What?
like to help me?
No.
I'll help you.
I don't have any money.
I got a 15.
I'll cash app you if you let me help.
So, with that 15, I say because if she hadn't thrown in with to help you here, so you both go ahead and mark 50 gold off your character sheet.
Okay.
Okay,
Do
fine.
it.
I'll let you keep your 50. I say her 50 is good enough.
No, my 50.
Yeah, Eneith put in 50 to try and persuade him too.
And
You
she passed
you
the
did
check.
not go anywhere with yours. She passed the check. You did not. You got 7 plus your persuasion.
Okay. Tell you what, I will pay her back double. There we go.
Okay. You realize that she has like a bunch of jewelry that she can hawk off anytime, right?
You really think the crow
I
A
don't
necklace is
know.
mine
got
though.
rid of jewelry?
I'm saying if we're giving out free money here, Sierra just got fucked for 50 gold coin.
It's literally a
I'll go
quarter,
ahead
my
and give
guy.
you
You'll be all
50
right.
gold back as well. Just because.
Fantastic.
Like, y'all want
So,
booze. I got plenty.
I didn't know it was
well,
Jewish in here.
I mean, we have many a stranger coming and going. The lord of the land tends to visit pretty regularly to see the maiden who lives in the manor up the road. And then I'm
He's
sure
a
you
slut.
probably I'm sure you probably saw it on the outskirts of town, a little house out in the ruins. I say it, by all accounts, appears to be haunted. No one who seems to go in comes back out, and no matter how many times we try and burn it down, the next morning it's standing again.
Oh, it's a hell of a lot more information than I was honestly expecting. Looks like we lucked out, boys. Okay. Well, did I find anything interesting in the divine books of any form?
Um, well, you found a book that describes the cantrip Sacred Flame. Um, you found a book that describes. You found a couple of healing spell books that look like they describe cure wounds and healing word. And then you found a book that you can't understand the language of.
Okay. How much for the healing? It describes healing word. If I bought it and purchased it, would I learn that spell?
You would.
Okay. That's key. I'm definitely gonna go ahead see if I can bargain and buy that because I don't have healing word.
Okay. Well, so you're gonna try and buy the healing word book. It's 750 gold pieces.
750 gold pieces. Damn.
Ouch.
Uh,
Divine magic and healing magic is rare to come by. He told you.
True. I'm going to see if I can't trade. I'm gonna see if I can't trade my. Where was it at? And my silver goblet and my crystal goblet, and then lower the price a bit.
Okay. I say with your silver in quotes goblet and your crystal goblet, he can take it down to about 675 gold pieces. While you think on that, over
There's no way I can lend him distort value, is there?
you're not with him.
I didn't know if I could like send it over fax or something.
No. For Eneith, you come across a bunch of different books that talk about uh, different plant diseases and diseases that affect multiple types of wildlife, but you don't seem to find anything that talks about anything of the avian variety. Um, you do come across a book that looks like it describes the spell speak with plants. Um, but that's about all you're finding over there for things that you don't already know, since you already know the lesser restoration spell. Um, you did also find a book that describes the detect poison spell. And then for Aurora, you were looking for water based spells. So you did find a spell that describes the cantrip to shape water. Um, and then let's see here. Maybe.
They didn't hear any of that.
Is she not at her?
Oh, no, my mic was muted. I thought I had shape water, but I have create and destroy water.
Okay, so he has a bunch of books that talk about like controlling water, how to create food in water, create or destroy water, shape water. Um, he has a spell that talks about water breathing to allow people to breathe underwater, but that is all that you're seeing currently.
Can I reapproach him and ask for any books on poisons?
Are you looking for magic books on poisons or books in general? In general,
Both.
and are you looking for poisons that are made from like natural means or like what? Like, give me an idea of what types of poisons you're looking for.
Um, any natural means and any like poison spells.
Okay, so I mean, over in the druidic section, there may be a couple of books that talk about poisonous plants.
Okay.
There are also a couple of books on like detecting poison and disease, protection from poison, and poison spray. There's also a book that describes how to use a poisoner's kit, so how to actually create and detect poisons using a poisoner's kit, which you're already proficient in.
Fair. Um, is it detect? Is it protect from poison spray or how to?
It's protection from poison.
Gotcha,
So
gotcha.
it's a
I already
spell
have that.
that, yeah,
Yeah. Okay. I didn't know if there was gonna be anything better. Gotcha. Cool.
not in his inventory right now. I say, strangely enough, poison items tend to be pretty popular lately.
That's not surprising, actually. Thanks, though. It's my response to the guy.
Is there anything else that you guys are looking for?
I would like to buy the talk to plants spell.
Okay. So that book is about 700 gold pieces.
Can I flash a piece of cheap jewelry and try to pass it off as fine jewelry?
Go ahead and try and roll a deception check.
I would like to cast guidance.
That was a 2.
Well,
Guidance ain't helping her.
So plus
Well,
1 be a 3.
he raises an eyebrow at you and kind of glares daggers at you. For that, it's
Okay.
going to be 850 gold pieces.
Fucked.
Mm.
I have 100 and
You might as well kill yourself.
24, literally. I would like to flash one of my fine pieces. Cause I don't know no different. They're all fine to me. I am a bird.
And so he takes this bracelet that you have handed him, which has a ruby in the center of it. You know, that's a deal. So go ahead and mark off one of your fine jewelry, and I will add the speak with plants spell to
Okay.
your character sheet.
Because I want to talk to the plants the vines that's covering the tavern. Because they know more than anybody else does.
Well, there's no vines covering the tavern. The symbol on the sign is a
Oh.
vine because it's the name of the
Oh.
tavern.
Okay,
But
I
there's vines on the
misunderstood.
trees that were growing around. So
I
Eneith
knew
is the
that. That's why I was
large.
hoping they were connected. I misunderstood. That was my fault.
you're fine. I'm sure it'll come in handy around this place.
She speaks for the trees.
She's the Lorax.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
Let it shine, let it grow, let it be what you know.
So one thing to keep in mind with the Speak with Plants spell, it is a level 3 spell. So you are going to have to wait to use it until you are level 5. Because you do not
Oh.
have any spell slots to use it. But you know it, so it's there whenever you need it. Is there anything else that you guys are looking for while you're here? Anything else you want to try and buy? Were you still interested in that healing word spell?
What was the other one? Sacred Flame, and what was the last one you
Sacred
claimed?
Flame, Cure Wounds,
Cure wound.
Healing Word.
Would anybody want Sacred Flame? It's a cantrip, so it doesn't cost a spell slot.
I was gonna say that's gonna be a pricey book though.
True, but I mean, choice is yours. Sacred Flame. What stat does it? It uses Wisdom, correct?
Yes.
Uh,
Well, it'd use the spellcasting stat of any of our spellcasters. So for uh, you and the uh, warlock, it uses charisma.
okay.
So then, never mind.
You sure?
Yeah, no, I'm solid.
I guess. I guess I'll just leave everything be. I'm not touching it with a 10-foot pole. That's too expensive for 1d4 healing.
Yeah.
I can hear you guys again.
Yay!
Hello.
So as you all three leave the bookstore, with a couple of you with lighter pockets and how you entered, you make your way back up the road and meet up with your companions from the general store. Are you all proceeding to the tavern from this point?
Sounds like
I have a question
Nope, I'm
about
going to
that.
the music store.
What
headed
do
across the
I
thing.
what do I eat as a water Gensai? Do I eat just regular people food now?
Yeah, you eat regular people food.
So
I
I
was
can
gonna say
get
before we
fucked
split
up.
up, I'd like
Hmm.
to tell everybody about what I just, what I had the bookkeeper tell me. Basically, religion is pretty much a banned thing here. Any history tomes, religion tomes, anything like that.
Do you want to talk about that openly in the middle of the town square?
Not
Yes,
saying
it's
it
character
loudly,
fitting.
but
That's
I'm
not.
not like I am just gonna tell them, guys. There's a little something. I'm not like oh no, like no, it's guys.
God died a long time ago, and I wished I was the one to kill him. So let's go.
So we don't have telepathy anymore.
No, that was only
No.
during that one combat.
I'm going to tell them not loudly, but enough that they can hear. Guys, there's something a little wrong here. Like religion is pretty much banned. There's no history tomes anywhere.
So what are you, Jewish? Or,
Jewish.
because, last I knew you guys didn't give a fuck. So why don't we,
I don't give a shit at the same time. It's a little odd for a city this large to have that big of a ban. It's especially when it's so dreary around here. But okay.
Is it a ban, or is it just really just non-interest?
It seemed like a ban from what I could overhear.
Yeah, they're specifically keeping it away from the people, which is a little concerning.
Strange, indeed.
And the shop
That does seem a little bit Adolf Hitler vibes. I get you. I get you.
Also, apparently the main patron, the guy that we're here for, apparently keeps going to see a maiden up in a mansion.
Well, he likes whores.
Probably. But it is a little concerning since he's got this darker thing going on, and then he's suddenly going to see a maiden.
Okay, so hear me out. Hear me out. Is there any way that we can get information on the maiden?
No, where do you want to go to get that information?
I was gonna say we are heading towards the tavern. We can start asking people.
Facts. That could use a good ale, maybe a fine spirit or two.
I was gonna say if we can find the darker side of town, we might be able to discover what's basically the black market and stuff like that. Basically, asked around there, because at least they may be willing to slit your throat, but at least you know that.
Yeah, that's fair. At least they'll do it to your face.
So I vote the tavern.
Going for the tavern?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Sounds like a plan.
So as you all proceed towards the tavern, you can see that it was once a finely built building and likely stood as the center stone of the town. It is about 80 feet square. The sign reveals the name of the tavern as Blood of the Vine. However, upon closer inspection, you can see that the uh, F of that has been or the N that was normally there has been scratched out with an F. So it was originally named the Blood of the Vine Tavern.
Mm.
It is shoddy as you go in. The floorboards creak as you walk. There is a blazing fire in the hearth that barely provides warmth to the people who are within the building. As you enter, you can see three brightly colored dressed Vistani sitting to your left. You can see a couple of maids going around providing drinks, and then you can see a man who appears to be a mercenary sitting in a back corner, and then the uh, barkeep himself, Eric, who is a human male with red hair that is starting to bald at the front. As you enter, you can see that there is a six-top table to your right, closest to the fireplace. It is a rectangular table with three chairs on each side. So, what would you guys like to do?
I personally would like to go holler at the mercenary.
So would I, because I am also area type shit.
I'm just
See
gonna
if I
go
can-
ahead and go over to the six-top table. Basically, reserve our spot.
Okay, is anyone else going to the table?
I would also like to go to the table and listen into what is going on in our surroundings.
I kind of want to go to the mercenary and just really observe what happens more than anything.
Okay, and Nick, are you going to the tables or are you going to get drinks? What are you doing?
I am going to go get the drinks.
What?
I thought you
Oh.
were sitting at the table.
Oh, you said Nick's not in it. I can't hear. I'm sorry.
Listening enough.
He might be.
Trayvon.
Is he muted?
You better not be walking home.
So, until he comes on and says otherwise, we'll assume that he is sitting with the rest of you at the table.
This must be universal nap time.
As you approach the mercenary, he is a younger man with long brown hair that's tied back. He is sitting alone in the corner table sipping on wine. He introduces himself as Ismark, and he is a mercenary in this land. Unlike the others that you have seen so far in the land, he doesn't seem to be as downtrodden, and looks at you all with interest as you approach him.
I want to sit at this table and be like, how you doing, good sir? Me and my partner here, we happen to want to be having a night on the town, but we might need a little coin to do so.
Any lead?
He raises his eyebrow at you as you sit down at his table. Sir, definitely. Good. Depends on who you ask.
I want to flash my.
That was an interesting time for you to cut out.
I want to flash my cock.
Yeah.
my,
that bitch on the table.
my mercenary insignia.
Okay. What are you asking about?
I want to see, if there's any strange happenings, rumors, potentially,
Work.
potentially good source of coin, things of that nature.
Nothing that I'm willing to share with you. Coin is tough enough to come by without passing off what tips I receive.
Understandable.
Is there anything else you need, or can you please move away from my table?
Are you a lone operator, or do you have a team?
He looks you up and down before going back to his wine, leaving your answer unheard and unanswered.
Ouch. I want to just quickly ask him out of curiosity if he happens to be up for hire.
No.
Ass. Okay.
Waves his hand in a motion, basically asking you to leave him.
Oh, so he's fucking done with my dumb ass. Got you. So I guess I'm gonna go ahead.
I was gonna say before we head off, I wanted to take any particular number on how much coin it might take you for some juicy information.
Yeah. Only discuss what I feel like discussing, and you're not in it.
Ooh, hard, cold shoulder. That nigga ice cold.
Oh boy, you lucky we in public. I beat that.
What I'm saying.
So, at this point, you all return to your table. Explain to me how you're all sitting. Like, who's sitting where? There's 3 chairs on each side. 3 chairs up against the wall and 3 chairs with their backs to the room.
I'm sitting against the wall. I need to see that fucking room. But beforehand, I would like to grab a drink from the bar, probably pay for it or some shit. And then I'm gonna go ahead and send that bitch over to the mercenary. Or take it over to him, rather.
You might get punted.
What kind of drink did you get him?
Wine.
Yeah,
I would
another
have
wine.
some wine.
Okay. Go ahead and mark off the copper piece. He doesn't look at you in acceptance as you sit it there.
Oh, it's because
As I sit it down, I'd bow my head and be like, "Look, I'm sorry, mate. Sorry about my friends being a little nosy. We're just trying to figure out what's going on in this place. But trust me, I get it. I used to be a pirate for years and years. There's nothing like the taste of the freedom that being a mercenary can give you."
He grunts at you, but otherwise doesn't say anything else.
I also want one of the seats with my back towards the wall.
Okay.
I take my seat back and yeah.
Okay, so as you all sit, you can still figure out how you're sitting, but as you're all getting arranged, one of the maids comes over with a tray. She has a couple pitchers of wine and a couple pitchers of ale with the glasses that go with them. Um, it is up to you how you decide to mark it off. The pitchers are each one silver point, one silver piece. So I will let you all
silver in
determine
there.
who's marking it off. So there's 4 pitchers in total. We know that it's not Sierra paying for it because she's broke.
I'll pay it. I got you. All 4 of them.
Nothing for me, thanks.
And then as you're all sitting, Nyx, I need you to make an Arcana check. If he's returned.
I think he might be having internet problems because Dakota said he tried to call him and it didn't work.
Fair. I don't know.
I think my boy went night-night.
Might have.
So I tried to call him and his phone rang through, but he didn't answer.
So who else is sitting up against the wall? Because currently it's Garbin and Aurora.
I'm gonna sit on the opposite side of them with my back against everybody listening.
I would like to be able to sit in a chair that allows me
That allows you to
be
look.
in eyes that allows me to be in eyesight of the Merc. I don't like him. I don't trust him.
I'll also take residence wherever Scott sits.
So from where you're sitting, and Eneith, you said you were sitting on the same side as Aurora and Garbin? Or are you
Yeah.
sitting on the opposite side?
The opposite side.
Okay, so your back's towards the rest of the room.
Mhm.
Okay, so that means we'll put Nyx up against the wall. That way, Cedric and Ugte can sit next to each other, so you guys can kind of scan out over the room, over your shoulders, and off to the side. Since everyone else took the wall facing the rest of the room.
Yeah.
For the 2 of you, Ugte and
Cedric.
I need you guys to make perception checks.
Perception.
Ooh! I got 22, baby.
Nice. 10.
So, with a 10, you can see what is happening, but with that 19, he'll be able to see a little bit more detail. As you're all sitting here drinking, the maid walks up and drops off a glass of a rich red wine to Aurora.
Ooh.
And she says it is compliments of the man across the room. And the 2 of you can see a man that none of you had spotted previously sitting in one of the corners.
And I'm about to investigate who's passing this wine around.
He is wearing black pants. He has a black cloak hanging over his chair, and he is in a white shirt with silver buttons. He is pale skinned and has long black hair hanging down past his shoulders. And it is pulled back so that you can see the clear points of elvish looking ears. He nods his head towards your table, and while you are noticing this, you also notice that Eneith, almost absent-mindedly, is moving her talons against the table of using her right hand. And with a 19 perception, Cedric, you can see that she is scratching letters into the table. Mm-hmm.
Interesting.
And she is also scratching what looks like an arrow shape pointing across the table towards Nyx.
I want to whisper to Scott sitting beside me as if he's seeing what I'm seeing.
So, Ugte, you can see that she is moving her hand, but you cannot see the shape that she is moving her fingers in. For you, Aurora, are you accepting that glass of wine that was dropped off to you?
Oh, I want to say yes, but I'm also kind of low-key afraid that it's poisoned.
Or blood.
Or blood, yeah.
Well, I feel like since it's specifically described as wine, it is wine.
That doesn't
It's not
mean
like
that
a mysterious red liquid. It's described as wine, so I'm assuming it's just straight wine.
I mean,
Okay.
yeah, but
He
you
also
would
specifically
assume.
said. He also specifically said
He said what?
thick and rich.
It's a rich red wine.
Yeah, that
There.
can mean like robust, anything like that. Like, this is a description of a wine.
That could also mean thick, rich blood.
But
So
it's wine.
I mean,
There's no such
worst
thing
case
as
scenario,
blood
roll a
wine.
perception check, I guess. Like I'd
I'll just
check.
drink it.
Okay. So, Aurora, as you take back the wine, you notice that it is thicker than you were expecting,
Yep, that's what I figured.
and you
Like
taste
usual.
the metallic taste of blood on your tongue.
I knew there was blood in it.
Blood wine! Let's go!
And you continue to finish the glass.
Oh, and you finish it. You fucking monster, you.
Hard,
Well,
not
yeah,
a
I
quitter.
am a fish lady. Thanks.
A piranha, more no doubt.
So, Garbin, you are the closest to Eneith right now and not currently engaged in drinking wine or anything.
Loser.
I need you to roll a perception check.
I have +3, so 9, 5, 6, 8. Okay.
Let me see here.
I'll go ahead and give guidance. So I guess I can. D4.
Also, I don't know if it's important, but I've had no tokens on this map this entire time. I don't know if that's on purpose or not.
You have not purposely put your tokens on since
Got you.
it's a relatively spread out map. I'm just giving you guys the map for visual more so than battle.
Got you.
So with that perception, you can clearly see what Eneith is scratching into the table.
Okay.
So
Which is?
you can see that she has scratched an arrow into the table. and it is a deep gouge pointing directly at Nyx. And it reads, "You're next."
Mm.
Interesting.
And
Um,
that's where we're going to end tonight.
Oh no,
Fucking cliffhanging.
cat. There's no way.
I almost just want to scream. I draw my weapon and chuck a javelin straight at the fucker's head, but I'm not gonna say that.
Catch him with a harpoon.
I mean, I
Would like-
could do that. I
I would,
could.
li-
I
would
could
like
say
to use.
that.
Would like to use catapult on my harp.
I would like to rage as a paladin and smash his fucking head in with holy retribution. Ooh, I got an idea for later.
Which he's?
I've got a vial of holy water.
What? Put it in the
If it's a
wine.
I was gonna say, send a wine back and put some holy water in that thing.
No, see, here's the thing though. He's not drinking. He's not taking. Last time he did, he just kind of at you.
He just gives you the whole hot tua in the face.
The person who sent the wine isn't the mercenary. It's someone that you guys didn't notice was in the room.
Yeah, it's
Oh,
the
no,
guy, and then
Oh wait. I was. Never mind. Sorry.
Yeah,
he
the
sent the
mercenary
wine,
didn't
which was
send the
blood.
wine to you.
And why would they send? And I don't know if because Eneith was the one that was scratching the thing, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Was Eneith aware that she was doing it?
That's to be discovered.
According to Cedric, it looked like she was doing it absent-mindedly.
Okay.
So she's looking around the room and her hand's moving on its own.
Okay. So my thing would be is possibly because why would they send us a glass and then give us a warning? I don't know if it's the same person that did that or not. It could be two different entities.
Has Aurora been marked for something?
I wasn't the one that the arrow was pointed at.
Yeah, it was
Oh, wait,
pointed at Nyx, and
Sorry,
Aurora was
I'm-
given the.
I'm obviously not very perceptive.
Well, yeah, but why was Aurora given the wine when Nyx is the target, and why would they tell us Nyx is the next target?
I think old dude was just trying to flirt with me because I'm a pretty blue girl.
I mean, maybe, but you
Blood,
also
blood.
technically are able to actually down that shit, right? Yeah. So I don't know. It's
Maybe we can't hear you.
Thank you.
What?
I don't know.
He was talking and we couldn't hear him over the mic.
So, like, what if for some reason he's trying to turn us against Nyx to eliminate him? Maybe Nyx is a threat to him type thing.
Maybe. Could
Like,
also
to single
be
him out and,
incredibly
like,
racist.
not have him any assistance.
Once we get back, I honestly, I'm gonna take the direct approach, and just grab a drink from the bar, go over, see if I can't. Basically, I'm gonna ask him, hey, would you mind stepping outside with us for a minute to talk?
That's not sus at all. After 2 of our encampment, it's just like, yo.
Well, no, I mean, like, just outside, away from prying eyes.
Like you're
'cause
trying to take this
You're trying to
outside?
catch him outside, brother. He's not going to do that.
That's
Be like,
where
if you
the
don't fix him, I
intimidation
beat
check
your
comes
ass.
It's not because if he's wanting to make a statement, I'm gonna be blunt with him and be like, look, dude, we're a little dull, so like we're seeing some shit. We don't actually know everything, so we're at a catch-22 here, man. We don't know if you're trying to like psych us out or trying to be a friend or what.
Yeah, but-
Just be honest, okay? And we'll do the same for you.
I'm gonna be honest. If you gave me that spiel, I would not be honest.
That's what I was about to say. I was like, you were a lot more of a better person than me.
Well, yeah, but I mean, but why send the blood over? Because I don't know. I don't know. To me, that's like, I don't know. I don't know if that's the psych out or if that was an actual gesture. Like it's a catch-22.
But obviously, with it being blood, there's the obvious implication with vampirism and whatnot. What if dude's been alive so long and he forgot how to properly do shit correctly?
Well, that and I'm sorry, but maybe he doesn't know that we're.
You telling me brother's
know-
got Bill Cosby syndrome?
Negative. From what we can tell, there were no roofies in that blood. Oh,
That we know yet.
From what you can
Yeah.
tell.
See?
That's literally what I said.
Yeah, I guess we'll find out next week.
You said Tuesday? No, I'm just kidding.
Thursday. I have to work Tuesday.
You said tomorrow, right?
We can have a mini session just so I know what this next part is, so we can call it.
Nah, he said something about a third.
Holy
guy.
shit, you're alive!
Oh, he is alive.
Hi.
Where have you been, my nigga? Did you jump into a time portal and just now get back?
Oh no, I guess I fell asleep, bro.
Gang, that's what I thought.
I'm worried.
Missed out on some excitement.
Good thing I got a video for you to know the story.
Yeah, that.
Oh. So I've got my Turtle Beaches on and everything. It's fucking crazy.
But I will leave you all to your speculation, and we'll find out on Thursday.
That's so far away. That hurts my soul.
Have a good night, everyone.
Fair.
Sorry for falling asleep.
No, you're good.
I want.
Oh, shit.
I've